Namaskar, welcome to Kalam IAS. This is Vasudev Singh Bhati, and today we bring to you news case. So in news case, we discuss the most important news of the week or the day, which is very relevant from examination point of view. So today's news is that opposition has moved the no confidence motion against the Vice President of India, Shri Jagdeep Dhankhar. This is the first time that Vice President of India ke against has been the issuance of no confidence motion. So this is the first time any sitting Vice President of India is facing the no confidence motion. Though similar no confidence motion was considered during the budget session, but it was not brought. It was not brought to the table. But now the opposition members have submitted the notice that they want to move ahead with the no confidence motion. Why the opposition is demanding or is initiating the no confidence motion against the Vice President of India? There are certain allegations by the opposition. The first of them is that Vice President, the chairperson of the Rajya Sabha, is acting in a very biased manner, is performing his duties not in an unbiased manner, which is required as per the position. Second, they are saying that the Vice President has also, the chairperson of the Rajya Sabha, has also several times disrupted the speeches of the opposition leader. The mics have been turned off, etc. This has been alleged by the opposition leaders, and the notices for discussions of important topics like the violence in Manipur or the farmers' protest have been disrupted, have been rejected by the chairperson of the Rajya Sabha, and as a result, these discussions were not held in the Rajya Sabha. What does the Constitution say about the Vice President? First of all, the Vice President will act as an ex officio chairperson of Rajya Sabha as per Article 64. So, Article 64 says that chairperson of Rajya Sabha will be the Vice President of India. So, Vice President of India acts as the ex officio chairperson of Rajya Sabha. And Article 67 talks about process for removal of Vice President by a process of voting. So, Vice President holds office for a period of 5 years, except he or she resigns willingly by writing to the President or is removed by parliamentary resolution. Now, from examination point of view, we should know a few legal things about the removal process of the Vice President of India. First is that resolution has to be passed in the Rajya Sabha for the removal of Vice President of India. But before the passing the resolution, first there has to be a notice. So, the first step would be that at least 50 members of parliament will have to bring a motion, will have to bring a motion and give notice to the Vice President of India that we are bringing this motion, and there has to be at least 50 MPs signing that motion to bring the no confidence motion against the Vice President of India. Second is, once the motion is submitted in the House, it requires majority of the total members of the House. At least 50% of the total members of the House should support that motion. Only then that motion will be passed. And finally, at least 14 days notice has to be given to the Vice President before submitting the motion. So first they will give a 14 days notice, then they will submit the motion in the House with at least 15 MPs as a signatory to it, and if 50% of the total members of the Rajya Sabha sign on it and clear the motion, then it goes to Lok Sabha. In Lok Sabha, again it has to be approved, but not by the 50% of total majority, but by 50% of the present and voting. So this is a simple majority where only 50% of the present and voting has to be there, whereas in Rajya Sabha it is special majority, that is 50% of total members of the Rajya Sabha. Once the resolution is passed by the Lok Sabha, the Vice President stands removed from his position. What is the expected result in the current scenario? In the current scenario, it is very unlikely that the Shri Jagdeep Dhankhar would be, impeached or removed from his position, because he comes from the ruling party and ruling party has majority in the parliament. In winter session, first of all, the 14 days notice period which is given now, winter session may end before the 14 days period expires. So 14 days there are not 14 days are not left in the winter session. So as a result, it may end before the 14-day period. And what will happen to the notice once the winter session has ended, we do not know. There is no clarity in the constitution or the rules of the House. Second thing is, the ruling party has majority in both the houses. So then again it becomes difficult for opposition to clear the motion. And finally, no vice president has ever been removed from his or her position in India ever before. This is the first time the motion has been brought. So removal has never taken place. So these were all things important in today's news. Thank you very much.